Okay guys, so welcome sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung ating lesson 10. Ito yung number 10 na video, alam ko. Okay, so let's have the multiplication and division of radical. So tanong, sir, bakit mo hiniwalay? Pag sinama ko siya masyado na mahaba, probably umabot to ng 2 hours yung video lahat-lahat. So ang ginagawa ko, pinaghihiwalay ko, in which yung ihiwalay ko na part or parang nakaano sila, kumbaga sila mismo yung mga topic, kumbaga sila mismo yung magkaka-connected, ganun ko ginagawa, although related talaga lahat dito. Okay, so let's have multiplication. So we have multiplications of radical. So wala nang description, ang gagawin lang, mag-multiply ka ng radical. So may dalawang cases dito. Una, same index. Paano same index? Kunwari, square root times square root, cube root times cube root, ganun yung gagawin. Pangalawa, different indices. Paano naman yun? So kunwari, cube root times square root, yun, iba rin yung gagawin. So unang gagawin ko muna is yung same indices. So madali ito pag same indices, andyan nakalagay, if you have nth root of A times nth root of B, ano na mangyari? That is nth root of A times B. Meaning, i-multiply ko lang yung radicand sa loob. Basta similar index. So, let's have example. Number 1. So, if you have square root of 6 multiply by square root of 3, pansinin nyo, ano yung index nilang dalawa? Index po is 2. Index po is 2. Meaning, same index. So, by property or by our rule, so this is equivalent only sa square root ng 6 times 3. Okay, then 6 times 3 is simply square root of 18. Another, i-apply natin dito yung natutunan last time sa video, in which magsisimplify tayo. So, si 18, pwede ko siyang gawing 9 times 2. So, this is equivalent sa square root ng 9 times 2, which is equivalent sa 3 is square root of 2. Therefore, the product of cube root of 6 times square root of 6 times square root of 3 is equal to 3 is square root of 2. Ganun kasimple. Okay, next natin, if we have A times A fourth root of 8 times AB fourth root of 2. So, check muna natin ulit. Sir, ang index po natin sa una to, sir, po is 4. Dito po is 4 din. Okay, so same index po sila, sir. So, ngayon, ito yung concern natin. Pansinin mo, parehas may coefficient. Ang coefficient is A. Ang coefficient is AB. So, ang gagawin mo yung usual multiplication na alam natin sa mga expression. So, mga tawag dito, sa algebraic expression. So, pag nag-multiply ka ng algebraic expression. So, tulad yan, A times AB. So, lagay ko na lang, this is equivalent sa, multiply ko lang A times AB. Nilagay ko lang, A times AB. Then, this is fourth root of 8 sa loob multiplied by 2. Pansin nyo, no? Minultiply ko yung coefficient at the same time minultiply ko yung radical sa loob. Yun ang nangyari. Then, this is equivalent sa A squared B fourth root of 16. Kasi 8 times 3 is 16. Note that 16 is a perfect fourth power. So, fourth root of 16 is 2. Okay? So, this is equivalent sa A squared B multiplied by 2. Then, unahin lang natin si numerical coefficient. So, that is simply 2A squared B. And that is the answer. So, pansinin nyo, napaka-basic lang po mag-multiply ng different na same index. Same indices. Pag multiplication of radicals. Okay, so let's have yung different indices naman. Okay, so ito yung different indices. So, if we have nth root of A multiplied by nth root of square root of B, where n is not equal to m, or n is not equal to m, so meaning different indices siya. So, anong gagawin natin? Wala akong steps na nilagay, so ang gagawin mo lang, sundin mo kung paano ko gagawin. So, bakit wala kang steps na nilagay? Una-una sa lahat, wala dun sa book or sa reference na pinagkuhanan ko. So, meaning, sariling diskarte ko to. Hindi ko solution, actually, hindi ko sinasabing nag-claim na sa akin talaga, pero ganito ko siya ginagawa, ganito ko siya tutunan, so ganito ko siya ituturo sa inyo. Okay, so ganito ang gagawin mo pag mag-multiply ka ng radicals in which different index or indices siya. Okay, so una, let's have number 1. We have square root of 15, tama? Sir, square root of 15 multiplied by fourth root of 15. Okay, so pansinin na, multiplied by fourth root of 15. So, ano yung index ng una? Index po ng una is 2. Index ng pangalawa is 4. Ito ang unang gagawin natin. Ang unang gagawin natin, i-express mo yung dalawa into power with fractional exponent. So, ulit. So, this is equivalent sa 15 raised sa 1/2. So, lalagyan ko lang ng ganyan bracket. Then, multiplied by 15 raised sa 1/4. Okay? So, next na gagawin natin. Sir, ano po next na gagawin? I-consider mo yung kanyang, yung kanyang exponent. Ano yung exponent niya? Ang exponent natin is si 1/2 saka si 1/4. Tama? Ang exponent natin dito kalagay exponent o yung exponents natin is si 1/2 and 1/4. Ngayon, ano goal? Ang goal natin, kailangan maging similar fraction yan. Paano maging similar fraction? I-reduce natin sila into which parehas sila ng denominator. So, for example, tulad yan. So, paano yun ang ginagawa? Sir, kunin mo po yung denominator. Gaya po nung dati sa turo sa fraction. So, let's have denominator. O yung denominators. So, denominators is 2 and 4. Kukunin natin yung kanilang LCD. Ano LCD nito? Sir, ang LCD nito ay, ang LCD nilang dalawa is, obvious po is 4. Okay, so ngayon anong gagawin natin doon? Sir, i-multiply po natin to para maging 4 yung ilalim. So that is 2 over 2. Dito po 1 over 1 na lang. So this is simply 2 over 4. Then this is 1 over 4. Okay, so ulit anong ginawa ko? I-reduce ko yung kanyang exponent, yung kanyang fraction na exponent into similar fraction. So, ginawa ko lang yung way natin dati para ma-reduce siya. Kunin yung LCD, tapos i-multiply natin siya sa something para maging parehas. So, dito, balik tayo dito. So, ilalagay ko na dito yung kanyang result. So, this is equivalent sa 15 raised sa 2 over 4 dito. Multiplied by 15 raised sa 1 over 4 pa rin. Yan. Similar na sila ng base. Similar base. Tapos anong gagawin pag similar base? Sir, that is equivalent only sa 15. Okay, then that is 2/4 plus 1/4. Okay, then this is equivalent. Okay, so that is 15. Tapos fraction yun. This is 2 plus 1 over 4. Kasi similar fraction na siya. Therefore, this is equivalent sa 15 raised sa 3 over 4. Ngayon, n ba yung sagot? No. Ang sagot dapat is naka in terms of radical. So, this is equivalent sa 4th root of 15 raised to 3. So, check natin what is 15 raised to 3. 15 raised to 3 is 3375. So, this is equivalent sa 4th root of 3375. So, ito yung kanyang product. Okay, so ano concern dito? Yung exponent, anong gagawin sa fractional exponent? Gagawin natin silang similar fraction. So, yung idea ng LCD, ayun lang naman yung concern dito. Okay, so let's have example number 2. We have cube root of 2a times p root of 2ab. Sorry, cube root of 2ab times p root of 2ab. Okay, so ulit, ganun yung gagawin natin. Pero gagawin po, i-convert into fractional exponent or exponential form. So, this is equivalent. Okay, so this is equivalent sa 2ab raised sa 1/3. Then ito ay 2ab raised sa 1/5. Okay, next, consider natin yung kanyang exponent. Ano yung mga exponent niya? Ang exponent natin, hindi ko nalagay dito. Ang exponent natin is 1/3 saka 1/5. So, hindi mo kailangan nilagay ito solution to. So, obviously, ang kanilang LCD is 15. Tama. So, kailangan natin mag-multiply ito sa 5 over 5. Ito sa 3 over 3. So, this is equivalent sa 5 over 15. Then, ito ay 3 over 15. Okay, so next is, i-convert natin to into ganung part. So, this is 2ab raised sa 5 over 15 multiplied by 2ab raised sa 3 over 15. So, kahit hindi nyo na gawin itong ginagawa ko sa taas, nag-add, then pinag-add ko pa doon. So, kasi medyo mahaba yung solution. So, pwede kasi right away, since similar naman sila ng similar base, at the same time similar naman ng denominator. Ano lang gagawin? I-add ko lang yung numerator ng exponent natin. Ang numerator ng exponent is 5 saka 3. So that is simply 5 plus 3. So that is 8. So this is equivalent sa 2ab raised sa 8 over 15. And this is simply equal sa 15th root of 2ab raised sa 8. Okay, so next is simplify pa natin further yan. So let's have 2 raised to 8. 2 raised to 8 is 256. So this is simply 15th root of 256 a raised to 8 b raised to 8. So ito yung kanyang sagot. Okay, so ano napansin nyo? Sir, ang napansin po namin, different index, same basis. Okay, sir, possible po ba different index, different base? Yes, possible yun. So let's have example number 3. Ito naman yung different index at the same time different base. So that is 4th root of 5 times cube root of 4. Different index, different base. Okay, so sir, ano gagawin dyan? Ganun pa rin. Okay, so ang pinagkaiba nga lang nito, hindi magko-combine yung kanya, hindi magko-combine yung mga exponent nila. Ganun kasimple. Ito yung pinagkaiba dito, hindi magko-combine yung mga exponent nila. So let's have this. So this is equivalent or this is equal sa 5 raised sa 1/4. Okay, multiplied by 4 raised sa 1/3. Okay, then tawag dito, kunin natin yung mga LCD, ay yung mga exponent 1/4, 1/3. Okay, then syempre aware kayo na ang LCD ng 4 and 3, or sorry, ang LCM ng 4 and 3 is 12, tama? Kasi 4, 8, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Doon sila nag-meet. So, i-multiply natin to sa 3 over 3, ito sa 4 over 4. So, this is simply 3 over 12. This is 4 over 12. Okay, so that is equivalent sa, this is 5 raised sa 3 over 12 multiplied by 4 raised sa 4 over 12. Okay, so another pa, may napansin kayo, no? Sir, kanina ganito ginagawa mo eh. Kunyari, 5 raised to 1 half plus nakaganyan. So, similar lang naman yan, 5 raised to 1 half. Sa akin lang naman in-isolate ko lang para makita ko lang yung tawag dito. Para makita ko lang na nakakabit siya sa 15 kasi double digit. Pero hindi ko naman sinasuggest na ganyan lagi, ha? So, gagawin mo yan pag ganito. 2AB syempre. Pag may variable lang kasama. Okay, dito tulad nito, number lang, pwede yan, yung ginagawa ko. Okay, so next is, hindi ko pwedeng i-add yung 3 sa 4. Bakit, sir? Magkaiba po ng exponent ng bases. Okay, base nito is 5, base nito is 4, so therefore, hindi pwede mag-combine yung kanyang, tawag dito, yung kanilang exponent. Sir, ano gagawin? Right away, i-convert mo into, tawag dito, right away, i-convert natin into radical expression or radical form. So this is equivalent sa 12 root of 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 4 raised to 4. Okay, then simplify ko lang further. 5 raised to 3 is 125. So this is 12 root of 125 multiplied by 4 raised to 4. 4 raised to 4 is 256. Sorry, nagkakalki pa si sir. This is 256. Then, i-multiply natin yung dalawa. So, 125 times 256 is 32,000. So, this is 12 root of 32,000. Ngayon, i-check natin kung may perfect 12 root siya. So, what is the 12 root? Hindi kaya dito. Sorry, this. What is 12 root of 32,000? So, check natin kung may sagot. So, 12 root of 32,000 is 2.37. So, hindi eksakto. So, therefore, ito na lang yung ating sagot. Okay? So, at the same time, kung gusto mo i-simplify, dito babalik eh. Ito rin yung napapansin mo. Kapag sinimplify mo yan, dun babalik yan. So, ang concern natin, kaya natin pinag-multiply, minomultiply natin yung radicand sa loob. So, napansin nyo, sir, bakit mo ba sinisimplify pa? Yung 2ab raised to 8, sinisimplify mo. Kasi ang concern, i-multiply mo yung loob, meaning isi-simplify mo yung radicand sa pinaka-loob. Okay? So, ngayon, let's have this division of radicals. So, ganun din, katulad sa multiplication, same index, different index, meron din to. Okay? So, una is same index. So, sir, paano yung same index? Check nyo yan. nth root of A over nth root of B, that is simply nth root of A over B. Okay, so wala akong ibang lalagay dyan. Proceed tayo agad sa example para maintindihan mo yung same index na yan. Okay, so ito yung example ng ating same index. So let's say we have cube root of 21 over cube root of 6. So ano lang sabi? Ang sabi lang, i-combine mo lang, pag-isahin mo lang ng kanyang index. So this is simply cube root of 21 over 6. Since hindi naman divisible si 21 kay 6, pero sila ay reducible, meaning kaya kong kunin lowest term, this is equivalent sa cube root of 7 over 2. Kasi divisible parehas sa 3. Then, gamitin natin yung rule na ginagawa natin. So, paano mag-reduce ng ganyan? I-multiply natin, sir, sa 4 over 4. Bakit 4 over 4? Kasi goal ko maging perfect cube si 2. So, malapit siya kay 8. So, therefore, this is equivalent sa cube root of 28. Then, sa ilalim, 2 times 4 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. So, therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. So, napansin nyo? Napakasimple mag-divide ng same indices. So, pag isahin mo lang, i-divide mo kung pwede, kung hindi, i-lowest term mo, dahil rational, then yung number 2 na way natin, pag-reduce, so, mag-multiply tayo sa denominator in which mag-get rid out natin yung kanyang radical sign sa ilalim. Ganun kasimple. So, when ito concern is, what if sir is different index? Okay, so ito yung concern na, what if sir different yung index? Okay, ngayon, una mong gagawin, syempre, express natin siya into fraction. So, itong part na to. Tulad ito, let's have number 1. So, if I have cube root of 6 divided by square root of 3. Different index at the same time, different base agad. Okay, so, ayun agad yung banat na sir. So, sir, ito po ay equivalent sa cube root of 6 over square root of 3. Okay, ngayon, ito yung hindi natin pwede gawin. Ang ginagawa natin dito, kung napansin nyo, sa loob ng cube root, nag-multiply ako ng something. Tama. Sa loob ng cube root, nag-multiply ako ng something. And something in which magiging perfect cube yung ilalim. Okay? Ngayon, tingnan to. Sir, gusto mo tanggalin sir yung square root sa ilalim. Kaso, hindi ko pwedeng gawin yung ginagawa ko doon. Bakit? Cube root to, square root to. Hindi ako pwede mag-multiply ng ganun sa loob. Meaning yung parang papasok lang sa loob. Parang may 3 dito, sa 3 dito. Oh, sorry ko. Para lang maging perfect square si 3. Kasi 3, 9 yan eh. Tama? So, mag-multiply ako ng 3 doon, tas 3 doon. Hindi pwede yun. Bakit? Magkaiba kasi yung index nila. Okay, so ngayon, ano gagawin, sir? Ito yung gagawin nyo. So, ang gagawin nyo, sir, this is cube root of 6 over square root of 3. Magmo-multiply ako mismo nung kailangan ko doon. This is square root of 3. Sir, bakit square root of 3? So, para maging perfect square si 3, kailangan ko ng 3. Tama. Ngayon, para ako magkaroon ng same sense nung ginagawa ko sa taas, ang gagawin ko, i-multiply ko siya doon sa similar ng kanyang radical or ng index. So, tulad yan, square root of 3 over square root of 3. Ngayon, ano napansin nyo, sir? Ito po ang mangyayari. Ang mangyayari po, sir, this is equivalent sa cube root of 6 multiplied by square root of 3 over square root ng 3 times 3, 9. Okay, in which sir, ang mangyayari po, ito po ay equivalent sa, so ang gagawin ko lang sa ilalim po sir, magiging 3. Kasi perfect square eh. Okay, next, sa taas po sir, para pong magmumultiply na kami ng dalawang radical na kung saan magkaiba ng denominator. Ngayon, ano napapansin nyo? Since magmumultiply ako ng dalawang radical in which different index, tama? So, anong gagawin? Puproceed ka sa process ng multiplication of radicals with different indices. Okay, so meaning, anong gagawin ko doon? Ang gagawin ko sa cube root of 6, magiging 6 raised to 1/3 multiplied by 3 raised to 1/2. Okay, then, ganun ulit. Consider si 1/3 and 1/2. Since ang kanilang LCM, ang pinakamalapit na LCM is 2, 4, 6, 3, 6. So, sino malapit? Sa 6. So, gagawin natin silang over 6 pareha. So, this is 2 over 2 multiply ito sa 3 over 3. So, this is equivalent sa 2 over 6. This is equivalent sa 3 over 6. Okay, so this is equivalent sa 6 raised sa 2 over 6 multiplied by 3 raised sa 3 over 6 all over 3. Next, different bases, different index. So meaning hindi natin pwede ipag-combine yung kanyang exponent. So therefore, ang gagawin lang right away, i-convert natin ito radical. So that is 6 root of 6 squared multiplied by 3 raised to 3. Okay, bakit 6 squared? Kasi 2 yun. Bakit 3 squared? Kasi cube yun. Okay, all over 3. Then, multiply na natin sa loob. We have 6 squared. Okay, that is 36 times 3 raised to 3. That is 972. So, all in all daw, this is 6 root of 972 over 3. So, that is the answer. So, ito yung magiging tanong. Sir, lagi ba namin kailangan i-simplify yan? Yes, lagi nyo kailangan i-simplify yan. Kasi nga, ang rule nga, multiply yung radical sa loob. Radicand sa loob, sorry. Okay, so, by the way, ano ba yung ginawa ko kanina? Ito ang ginawa ko is square root of 3 over square root of 3. Ang ginawa ko, ang tawag sa process na yan is rationalization. So, nangyari nga lang, nauna kong discuss sa rationalization na hindi ko siya di-discuss. Although, magkakaroon ako ng topic about dyan sa rationalization na yan, mamaya. Okay, so, huwag nyo masyadong pansinin. So, let's have this number 2. Let's have cube root of 4x over square root of 2x. So, similar thing. Sir, ganun po ulit. Hindi po different indices than different bases. So, since naka-convert na into fraction siya, hindi natin kailangan gawin pa yun. Okay, so, ang gagawin na ni sir is ito. So, this is cube root of 4x over square root of 2x. So, kailangan ko siya i-multiply into square root of something in which yung square root of 2x magiging perfect square. So, square root of 2x para maging perfect square is 4x squared. Tama. So, kailangan ko siya i-multiply sa square root of 2x. So, this is square root of 2x over square root of 2x. Okay, then this is simply equivalent sa cube root of 4x multiplied by square root of 2x. All over square root ng 4x squared. Okay, then simply this is equivalent sa 4x raised sa 1/3 and this is 2x raised sa 1/2 over 2x na lang. Kasi square root of 4x squared is 2x. Next, napansin nyo kanina, 1/3, 1/2, ano nangyari? 2, 6, 3, 6. Ito, ganun ulit. 1/3, 1/2. So, magiging 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6. Similar kasi nangyari. Similar ng fraction eh. Okay, so this is equivalent sa 4x raised sa 2 over 6. Then, 2x raised sa 3 over 6 all over 2x. Okay, next is, simplify na natin further. This is into radical. So, this is 6 root of 4x raised sa 2 times 2x raised sa 3 all over 2x. Okay, then simplify further pa yung radicand sa loob. This is 6 root of 4 squared is 16. Tama. So that is 16 16x squared multiplied by 2 cube is 8, then x cube all over 2x. Okay, then lastly, this is equivalent sa 6 root of 16 times 8. Check na lang sa 16 times 8 is 128. So 128 x cubed times x squared is x to the 5th. Okay, all over 2x. So therefore, ito yung kanyang quotient. Okay, so napansin nyo, magkaruktong lang si multiplication saka si division. Okay, so let's have rationalization of the denominator. So ito yung ginagawa ko kanina. So rationalization of the denominator. To reduce a fraction containing one or more radicals in its denominator to one with a rational denominator, multiply both terms of the fraction by an expression which will read the denominators of radical. Okay, so let's have example number 1. Una is yung simple, tapos mamaya yung makikita mo yung kakaiba. Kunyari, square root of 2 plus square root of 3. Ganun yung mga gagawin natin. Okay, so let's have example. Let's have 3 over square root of 8. So kung napansin mo, si square root of 8, saan siya malapit? Sir, pwede po siya i-factor eh. Sir, pwede po kasi ganito mangyari. So si square root of 3 over 8, si 3 over square root of 8, pwedeng maging 4 square root of 4 times 2. Okay, in which sir, magiging 3 over 2 square root of 2. Kaso, ang problema, may square root of 2 pa rin. So, sabi nga, kailangan mawalan ng square root sa ilalim or ng radical sa ilalim. So, ang gagawin natin, i-multiply natin si square root of 2 sa something na kung saan, so, sa square root of something na kung saan perfect square siya. So, obviously, i-multiply lang natin siya sa square root of 2 over square root of 2. So, this is simply 3 square root of 2 multiplied by 2 times square root ng 4. Kasi square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 4. And lastly, that is equivalent sa 3 square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So, therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. So, gano'n kasimple pag single number. So, kunyari ulit, kunyari 1 over square root of 2. So, napakasimple lang. I-multiply mo lang siya sa square root of 2 over square root of 2. And that is simply square root of 2 over square root of 4, which is 2. Ayun yung sagot. So, ganyan kasimple pag yung radical nagko-contain ng single variable, single number. Kumbaga, single number na kung saan include may radical sign. Okay, so ito yung magiging concern. What if ang nangyari, yung denominator is naka-express into sum or difference ng dalawang may radical sign. So, for example, square root of A plus square root of B. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-multiply agad ng ganun. Kasimple. Okay, so the following relations which are derived from certain special product may prove useful. Okay, so ito yung number 1. So if you have P square root of A plus Q square root of B, i-multiply ko siya sa P square root of A minus Q square root of B, and that is simply equivalent sa, nabansin niya, plus, minus. Similar sila ng first term saka last term, second term. Ano nangyari? P times P squared. Square root of A times square root of A. Okay, then Q times Q, negative Q squared. Square root of B times square root of B, P. Na-cancel lang si square root. So, ito yung gagawin. Ano yung sinasabi nito? For example, nakita mo sa denominator, nakita mo, square root of 2 plus square root of 3. Nakita mo sa denominator. Ang gagawin mo, i-multiply mo siya sa kanyang reverse nung sign. Kunyari, plus yan. So, i-multiply ko siya sa square root of 2 minus square root of 3. Ano magiging result? Ang result niyan is 2 minus 3. Cancel si square root. So, ngayon, another example. For example, 2 square root of 3 minus 3 square root of 5. So, sir, minus naman. Anong gagawin ko? I-multiply ko siya sa same number but plus yung gitna. So, ang mangyari, this is i-multiply ko sa 2 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 5. So, ano magiging result nun? Ang sabi nun, 2 times 2, that is 2 squared. 2 squared times 3. Bakit may 3? Square root of 3 makakancel. Minus 3 times 3, that is 3 squared times 5. Makakancel yung square root of 5. Ganyan, kasimple yan. Another pa. For example, I have 1 plus square root of 2. So, saan ko siya i-multiply? Sir, pwede possible? Yes, possible mawala yung square root sa isa. So, dito naman, i-multiply ko lang siya sa 1 minus square root of 2. And simply, this is simply 1 squared minus 2. So, pag yung square root, matatanggal. Okay, kung napansin niya, ulitin ko lang ha. Yung square root of 2, naging 2 minus 3. Yung 2 square root of 3, naging 2 squared 3. Bakit naging 2 squared? Pag may number sa labas, nagkakaroon ng i-square mo lang yun. Tulad na ito, 3 square root of 5, 3 squared 5. Kaso dito, 1 squared, tapos square root of 2, magiging 2 lang. Ganoon na kasimple. Okay, ganito yung number 1. Okay, so let's have example para dito, para mas maintindihan nyo. Okay, so ito yung gagawin natin. So for example, meron tayong P cube root of A plus Q cube root of B. I-multiply mo daw siya sa P squared cube root of A squared minus PQ cube root of AB plus Q squared cube root of B squared. So that's simply P cube A plus Q cube B. Also, pag minus, similar lang mayari, kaso dito minus plus plus. Okay, then minus yung result doon. So, ito yung example. So, sorry, may nakasulat na. Nangyari kasi is nag-corrupt biglang during nag-video ko, biglang shoot, nag-corrupt yung file. So, nangyari nawala. Then, nasulatan na. So, nag-run out of time na rin ako. So, sinulat ko na siya. So, ang gagawin lang, nangyari, ito. Cube root of 2 plus cube root of 3. Since plus yan, dito magkopol yan. Okay, so cube yan. So ano gagawin? Wala tayong coefficient ng cube root of 2 sa cube root of 3. So meaning, hindi mo susundin yung p squared, pq, tas q squared na yan. Ang concern mo lang si a cube root of a squared, cube root of ab, cube root of b squared. So anong gagawin? Ang una to gagawin, i-multiply ko siya sa cube root of 2 squared minus cube root nung product nung dalawa, 2, 3, plus cube root nung 3 squared. Ngayon, ano result niyan? Ang result niyan, 2 plus 3 kasi plus yun. Ganoon na kasimple. Ngayon, pag meron ng p cube sa q cube, ito na yung example niyan. So, sorry talagang nag-eksakto kasi talaga. So, tulad niyan. 3 cube root of x minus 2 cube root of y. So, nangyari, minus na. Dito nagpo-fall. Okay, so yun yung p. Ano yung p? 3. Ang p is 3. Ang q is 2. Tapos minus. So, ang sabi daw, magiging p squared. So, nangyari yung 3, naging 3 squared cube root of x squared kasi cube root of a squared plus may pq. Pq is 3 times 2. That's 3 times 2. Then cube root of xy yun nasa loob. Then plus ulit. Plus q squared. Q squared is 2. Ayun, 2 squared plus cube root of y squared yun nasa loob. Okay, dun mo siya i-multiply. Ngayon, ano result niyan? Ang result niyan is simply 3 cube x minus 2 cube y. Ayun yung result. So, bakit ko siya pinamumultiply ng ganyan? Kasi nga, magsisimplify tayo. Pag cube root yung gamit, isisimplify natin. Ngayon, ito kasi, nasagutan ko na siya dyan. Pero, ang gagawin ko, solve ko siya dito. Para at least makita nyo. So, example, simplify number 1. So, simplify 2 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 2 over square root of 3 minus square root of 2. So, since square root, magpo-fall siya dun sa ating unang rule. Dito. Okay? So, ang laging result is minus sa gitna. Then, wala siyang coefficient. Tama? Since walang coefficient, anong gagawin ko? Square root of 3 of minus square root of 2. Saan ko i-multiply? Sa opposite sign lang doon, sa gitna. That is square root of 3 plus square root of 2. So, naka-ready na dyan, nakalagay na noon. So, nakita, square root of 3 plus square root of 2 over square root of 3 plus square root of 2. So, dito ko natutuloy. Tinatakpan ko lang talaga kasi nasulatan na. So, this is equivalent sa 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2. Multiplied by yung square root of 3 plus square root of 2 over 3 minus 2. So, this is 3 minus 2. Kasi mawawala na lang talaga yon. Okay? Next is simplify natin further itong sa taas, sa numerator. So, this is 2 square root of 3 times square root of 3. That is simply 2 times 3. Kasi mawawala yung square root. 2 square root of 3 times square root of 2. So, that is plus 2 square root ng 3 times 2. Plus square root of 2 times square root of 3, that is square root of 2 times 3. Okay, then lastly, square root of 2 times square root of 2, that is positive 2. All over 3 minus 2, that is simply 1. Therefore, the result of this is 6 plus 2 square root of 6 plus square root of 6 plus 2. All over 1, wala na yun. Okay, then lastly, simplify pa natin. So, 6 plus 2, that is 8. 2 square root of 6 plus square root of 6, that is 3 square root of 6. So, therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. So, ayun nga, nung nag-solve ako kanina, tatanggalin ko lang, kasi nga, na-copy ko na, sorry. Sagot is 8 plus square root of 6. So, tama naman. Ayun lang yung ginawa na siya. Nag-FOIL method lang ako doon sa taas, kasi binomial times binomial yun. Okay, so, pasensya na, ganun yung nangyari. Okay, so let's have example number 2. So, example number 2 is 1 over 1 minus cube root of 2. So, ngayon, pansinin na, naka-cube root na siya. Tandaan nyo, naka-cube root na. Since cube root, tapos minus, dito magpo-pol yan. Ngayon, ano pinagkaiba? Ito, may cube root dun sa una. Ito, wala. Kumbaga, coefficient lang siya. Pangalawa, ito may coefficient, ito walang coefficient. Pero susundin pa rin natin. So, ito si 1, no? Lagay ko dito. Lagay ko dito si 1 minus cube root of 2. Saan ko siya i-multiply? Una, i-multiply ko siya, sabi doon sa taas. P squared, cube root of a squared. So, since wala naman tong cube root, so this is only 1 squared. Okay, kasi wala siyang nakalagay na cube root eh. So, next is, doon na tayo sa PQ. Next is PQ plus cube root of AB. Eh, wala naman tayo dito. So, simply parang 1 na lang yun. Kasi 1 lang naman to. So, that is plus 1 multiplied by cube root of AB. Ano yung AB? Eh, wala naman to. So, multiply ko lang sa loob ng cube root of 2 na lang. Okay, then plus Q squared. Sabi Q squared. Eh, wala naman coefficient yun. Char 3, index yan eh. So, Q squared wala lang yun. So, simply sa loob lang. So, this is cube root of 2 squared. So therefore, dito ko siya i-multiply. Ano daw result niyan? Ang result niyan is simply p cube a minus a cube b. So simply 1 minus 2. Kasi 1, mawawala lang yung cube root of 2, magiging 2 lang siya. Ganun lang kasimple sagot yan. Okay, so saan natin i-multiply ulit yun? Sir, i-multiply natin siya sa 1 squared. Ano yan? 1 squared plus 1 cube root of 2 plus cube root of 2 squared over 1 squared plus cube root of 2 plus cube root of 2 squared. So, ganyan siya i-multiply. Okay, so upon multiplication, ang result lang sa ilalim, simply 1 minus 2. Yun ang kasimple. Then sa taas, this is only 1 squared is 1, plus 1 cube root of 2 is cube root of 2, then plus cube root of 2 squared is simply 4. Okay, so therefore, ano sagot? Ang sagot lang is simply negative, kasi negative 1 yun, negative of 1 plus cube root of 2 plus cube root of 4. So, pwede na ito yung sagot. Or kung gusto mo, distribute na pa yung negative. Okay, so ganyan siya kasimple. So, tandaan mo ha, sa pag-multiply dito, intindihin mo mabuti. Ito wala kasing cube root. So, sundin mo yung formula na yan. Tignan mo mabuti. So, pag minus, check mo yung coefficient, yung cube root nung nasa loob nun, tapos yung coefficient yung product. So, nakita mo naman yan, alam mo na yung algebra niyan. Okay, so ikaw na bahalang dumiskarte. So, pwede mo gawin yung ginagawa ko, hanapin mo yun dyan. Okay, so next is, let us simplify 3a square root of ab over 3 square root of ab minus 3. Minus 1 raised sa 3. So, ngayon, ito iba. Okay, square root ab, tapos naka-raise sa 3. So, anong gagawin natin? Ang unang gagawin, syempre, i-reduce muna natin yung ilalim. Yung denominator, sorry. Naka-raise kasi sa 3. So, naalala nyo to, no? So, naalala mo ba si a minus b raised sa 3. So, ano yan? Sir, ang result po dyan is a cube. A cube plus, wait, alalahanin ko. So, that is a cube plus, mali pala, a cube minus, sorry, this is minus, kalimutan sir, minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cube. Okay, so ito yung A, ito yung B natin. So, gawin natin yun. So, this is simply equal sa 3A square root of AB all over. So, this is A cube. So, yung 3 square root of AB, i-raise ko sa 3. Minus 3A squared. So, minus 3 times 3 square root of AB raised sa 2 times 1. Kasi 1 yun. Then, plus 3 times 3 square root of AB times 1 squared. Then, lastly, minus 1 cube. Okay, so, ganun yung pag-expand yan ha. So, therefore, this is equivalent sa 3a square root ng AB all over. Ang answer natin, this is 3 raised sa 3 is 27. Then, this is square root ng a cube, b cube. Tama, pag sinimplify sa loob, kasi ma-raise sa 3 sa loob eh. Minus 3 times 3 times 3 is 9 times 3, 27. So, this is 27. Cancel na yung square root, magiging AB. Okay, then plus, this is plus 3 times 3, that is 9, square root of AB, minus 1. Okay, lastly, ito pwede maglabas ng AB dito. Okay, tama kasi may factor yun eh. So, this is equivalent sa, hindi yata ka siya, this is 3a square root of AB, then this is 27ab square root of AB, minus 27ab plus 9 square root of AB minus 1. Okay, so kung napansin nyo, ano magiging result sir? Ang magiging result is simply ito, similar radical, although hindi magko-combine yung term. Tama? Ang magiging sagot dito is simply 3a square root of AB over, pagsasamahin ko lang may radical ha, itong part na to, so sabi 27ab plus 9, okay, then naka square root of AB, itong dalawa, minus, ito na lang, minus 27ab plus 1. So, nilabas ko yung negative. Okay, so, ayan ang problema natin. Saan natin siya i-multiply? Okay, so, kuha tayo scratch. Nagulantang si Sir dyan. Ba't ko ba binigay yan? Kagulat na ganyan ang ating given. Pero, sabi ko nga, sasagutan ko yan hanggat kaya ni Sir. Okay, so, 2 terms lang siya, to be honest. So, kaya ko siya ginanyan, kaya ko pinactor out para lang siya magmukhang 2 terms. So, ang gagawin ko, i-multiply ko siya something. So, ito yan si 27AB plus 9 square root of AB minus 27AB plus 1. I-multiply ko siya sa plus niyan. Okay, so, muning, i-multiply ko sa 27AB plus 9 square root of AB plus ito yung 27 AB plus 1. Ganyan. Then, similar ganun ulit. Multiply ko lang siya sa ganun. So, this is 27 AB plus 9 square root of AB plus 27 AB plus 1. Okay, so, yan ko ba? Anong ginawa ko sa sarili ko? So, this is simply equal sa 3A square root of AB multiplied by, this is 27, lagay ko na 27 AB plus 9 square root of AB, so nakaganyan, plus 27 AB plus 1. Okay, all over, ito minus, makukuha lang. So this is equivalent sa 27 AB plus 9, tapos naka-square kasi siya ay parang coefficient. Then yung square root of AB magiging AB na lang. Diyos ko. Then minus 27 AB plus 1 raised sa 2. Ganun na mangyayari. So, kung napansin nyo, aray ko po. Ang haba-haba kung ano-ano pang gagawin ni Sir dyan para lang masimplify. Wait pag-iisipan ko baka may makancel kasi ako. Ganun talaga, isa-simplify natin. So, tuloy ang laban. This is equivalent sa 3A square root of AB multiplied by 27AB square root of AB. Multiply ko lang. Then plus 9 square root of AB plus 27AB plus 1. So, all over, hindi ko nagagawa ng numerator na yan. Sa denominator, isi-simplify ko yung 27AB plus 9 squared. Tapos ito times ko sa AB. So, 27 9AB squared. So, that is 27 raised to 2. 729. Okay. So, this is 729 AB squared. Okay, times AB, A cube. So, that is A cube, B cube. Okay, then plus, ay nako, 27 times 9 times 2, 486. So, that is plus 486 tapos A squared, B squared. Bakit A squared, B squared? Pag sinimplify ko siya, 27AB times 9 times 2, tapos i-multiply ko pa sa AB sa labas, kaya ganyan. Okay, then lastly, 9 squared. So, 9 squared is 81. So, plus 81AB. Then minus, ito naman. So, ganun ulit. 27 times 27 is 729AB squared. So, ito naman is 729A squared B squared. Okay, minus 54 AB. Sir, bakit minus? Kasi minus sinasama ko na. Then minus 1. Ay, nako. Simplify pa natin further. Nakakangawit siya na. Sorry, medyo napahaba. Hindi ko rin na-expect yung given. Kala ko madali. Simplify ko. Multiply ko yung sa taas. Tapos, I think, check natin. Okay, so this is equivalent sa ito doon, ito dyan, tas doon, tas dyan. Okay, so this is 3AB. 3 times 27 is 81. So that is 81 A squared. Ano, A times A squared. A squared of A. Squared of A times squared of A is A. So meaning, parang tatlong A yan. So that is A cube. A cube tapos B squared. Bakit B squared? Kasi may isang b doon, tapos b square root of b times square root of b is b. So, b squared yan. So, next doon sa isa, this is plus 27, similar, may a, magiging a squared. Tapos, walang b, magiging b lang. Okay, then lastly, this is 81, a squared, sorry, hindi lastly, b, then square root of ab. Hindi kasi makakancel. Then, plus 3a square root of ab. So, pacheck na lang din. Baka may mali sa solution sa pag-expand na. Then, all over, ay, nako, haba. This is 729 a cube, b cube. Then, simplify natin further. 486 minus 729 kasi similar term. 486 minus 729. Okay, that's negative 243. Tama, negative 243. Negative 243 a squared, b squared. Then, 81 minus 54 is 27, I think. So, that's 27 plus 27ab plus 1. Minus 1. Minus 1 yan. Okay, so therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. So, sorry, medyo napahaba. Kasi masakit pala yung given, hindi ko rin in-expect. Okay, so ulitin ko lang. Pag multiply ka, yan yung gagawin mo. Ang gagawin mo, kunin mo yung kanyang rationalization. So, through process na ito. Sundin nyo mabuti ha. Antayin nyo. Okay, kung ano yung ipang mo multiply mo. So, consider mo na, yung p is yung coefficient, yung cube root of a squared, o cube root of a, yun yung mga merong cube root. So, yun yung mga, ito yung process, ayun yung ipang mo multiply mo sa loob. Ngayon na nakalagay ni sa pattern sa formula. So, para siyang formula na susundin natin. Okay? So, ganyan naman pag nagra-rationalize tayo. So, ang tawag talaga sa process is conjugation, parang conjugation. Okay? So, ito lang yung video, ito lang, that's all for today. So, hoping na may natutunan ka. So, sorry, medyo humaba din yung solution ni Sir. Okay? Pero, at least, naituro at nagawa ko siya kahit paano. Okay? So, that's all and thank you.